Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment purposes only, so let's be entertained. It seems like retail has not been this excited about a close on the markets since 801. That's right, the AMC 801 day. But here we are, we got another one, the 1201. What a victory that was. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to just take a quick comparison of the charts where we sit, kind of make a hypothetical educated decision as to what I think that could play out like. So bear with me. I was going to do a whiteboard and everything else, but it just got too complicated. So I'm just going to briefly walk you through why I think this is a possibility, what I think could happen this week, and what it means for a little bit further down the road. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and smash that like button for me so that we can get some engagement on this video. I'll get right into it. AMC, we're going to look down here at the February 26th. Yep, there we are, February 26th. We got that 801 close, the big battle, the one that we were all so excited for. But looking at the chart, we noticed it was about 64 trading days later until it got that explosive move to the upside. It finally got that big run. Now with Redbox, we've all been saying, or at least I have, that this is a ticking time bomb right now. We don't know how much time we have in the play. We definitely don't want to be playing 64 days long. So what I did was I was speeding up the timeline. Now why would I speed up the timeline? Well, I was speeding it up based upon calls that were in the money, based upon the size of the outstanding shares, the float. So I'm going to break all that down for you real quick and explain to you when I think we could see the big moves and what's going to happen. So with AMC, we had 14.2 million call contracts in the money back here in February 26th. That was 1/35th of the outstanding shares that AMC has. Redbox, let's jump up here. Redbox, we got that close at 1201 on June 17th. 2.5 million shares or contracts in the money. So awesome. We got something to compare. The outstanding shares on Redbox, 12.6 million. Why am I using the outstanding shares? Because none of us can seem to agree on what the actual float size is of Redbox. So instead of just guessing and throwing numbers out there, it doesn't work too well that way. I need something solid to work on. So I took the outstanding shares on AMC. I took the outstanding shares on Redbox. That gives me a solid number, at least to work with. So from there, outstanding shares 12.6 million, 2.5 million in the money. That's 1/5 of the outstanding float for Redbox. So how did I speed up the timeline? I sped up the timeline by taking the 64 trading days that AMC has. I took the 1/5 of the outstanding float for Redbox, and I took that number, the 1/35th of outstanding shares that were on AMC back in February. So that was 64 days. I divided that by the 7, and that gave me approximately 9 days. That probably made no sense to you, but it makes sense to me because I'm looking at it. I should have thrown it on the whiteboard. So from there, 9 days approximately takes us to July 1st. July 1st, we still have open interest on the calls because they were still being sold at that time, and we could still see some gamma effect through the next week or two, which I want to see. The open interest, it was stacked all the way up to $34. Now, we're speeding up this timeline. We're saying I want to see the moves in Redbox within 9 days because it took AMC 64. The float size is different. The amount of call options that we had in the money, the percentage-wise, is different. So we're condensing that on Redbox. We're going to make it a quicker play. It's going to move faster. So from there, I think this week, obviously AMC had about a 50% run at some point shortly on. This week, I think we could see a 50% run on Redbox, which is about $6 from here. We've seen 18 before. I think that Redbox could absolutely hit that 18 again with everything that's going on, but we got to see who exercises these calls, who just took the money and ran. And the warrants that were exercised, is that going to affect us in any way? Are they going to be able to release those? We're going to get hit with all kinds of fear articles. We're going to get hit with all kinds of confusing things. I think they're going to throw all kinds of numbers at us, and they're going to want to scare us, saying that the acquisition's coming, the acquisition's coming. We know the acquisition's coming. I read an article, July 8th, I believe, is the absolute soonest that the acquisition could actually take place. So that gives us 2 weeks of a little bit of security, but as I keep saying, it's a ticking time bomb. This is a momentum trade for me right now. I'm not holding it like it's a short squeeze because I don't know if the shorts are going to cover. I don't know if the shorts have to cover. It depends on how all of this plays out. So as of right now, next week I want to see 18. I think we could hit that early on. At that point, momentum trade, that's a good chance to be able to take some profits and watch this float back down and play with the house's money. You don't have to do that. You can hang on to it and diamond hand it if you want, but I think for right now, I'm still playing it as a momentum trade. I think a lot of people in this play are playing it as a momentum trade. You don't want to be the one sitting there holding the bag, waiting for rockets to lift you off to Andromeda whenever you have plenty of opportunities with this volatility to be in and out and play with the house's money. But again, your call, your money, your charts, you do what you want. But what I like to see is, are we going to hit that 18 this week? And if we do, I want to see where we go from there. I will get back to you guys tomorrow morning whenever the markets are open in pre-market, just to kind of see what's going on, if any of this is transpiring onto the charts, and I'll give you a rundown of what I think is going to happen for the day, just what I'm looking for and what I'm prepared for. So thank you again, guys, for watching the video. If you wouldn't mind, drop a like, leave a comment. If you know where that article is, add it to the comments, and subscribe if you wish. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.